Hello, happy Saturday night, midnight, whatever. Welcome to another episode of Drome Late Night Presents Kitten 2Cougar with me, Paris Kennedy, and my better half, Sally Mullins. What's up, Sally?
Hey, you
What's
look
up?
good.
You look great. Why do we look
Groupies.
so cute? It's because it's the groupie edition. That's our theme for the evening, is that we're groupies. I'm like a 90s grunge groupie kind of deal here. This is kind of how I dressed in high school, except I would be wearing like it was more gothy, so I'd be wearing like a long flowy skirt instead of leggings, but I'm not gonna do that because this just shows off my legs better. Now, I learned some things since high school.
This is cute.
What are
Like
you,
the
what's your
barrette
look? Tell us
skull.
about your groupie look.
Well, this is a shirt from Marty Ross.
Oh yeah, our
Okay.
guest from the mature edition.
76-year-old dude, but he was in the schmata business, the fashion business for a long time out in New York. So it's some kind of get him to the Greek shirt, which is
It's Russell Brand on there.
Yeah, groupie oriented.
It looks like very 60s, 70s psychedelic.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's Russell Brand.
It's Russell Brand, but I'm trying to do a
of the
retro.
now times.
Yeah.
Cool. I like your
Tights.
flesh-colored tights.
Thanks. They're like
So
kind
you
of
look
like
kind of
ballet teacher.
60s groupie, and I'm kind of like 90s groupie. So
Yeah.
we're both doing our own thing. I knew that would happen. We would be doing our own thing.
Very well accessorized. This
Yes,
is amazing.
I like it. So let's see what's happened. What's going on this week? I heard that you're going to AVN. What the hell are you doing there?
I am going to AVNs. Yeah, I went a couple of years ago to watch my friend Rebecca coach, and she did comedy there. This Friday, I'm going to be at South Point Casino. I'm in the Dirty at 12:30 show.
Dirty at 12:30.
It starts later than this show.
Wow.
Sorry, some people might not be able to handle that, and it's also supposed to be really filthy. But
At
I think,
South Coast? I like-
South
okay.
Point.
Oh, South Point,
I
yeah.
don't think as nice as South Coast.
South Point. I think I know what that is.
You know what though?
I've
South
been
Point
there.
Casino. I checked out the
I've
rooms.
been there.
Are expensive.
It's a
Yeah.
nice place. It's for being off the strip.
I might have worked there, you know? I might have done some work there, some other work.
Some work. I don't know.
It's a nice
kinda work.
room. I hope I got, compensated. But I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to the AVNs the next couple of nights because
Oh, nice.
I'm going
And
to
do
be
some
in town.
networking.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, take lots of pictures for me.
Okay.
Maybe you'll have some pictures that you can show here. I don't know.
That's what I want.
we can do Sally at AVN photo gallery.
what kind of trouble she get
Put them up behind us.
Well, that would be cool. Remember when I did that though, and then my photos were banned? I did some photos from the military tour, and then my
Yeah.
boss from the military tour was like, "Oh no, that's not going to happen."
But now you don't have a military tour boss, so you can show them.
I got no boss.
So now we can get the pictures we never got from the military tour.
Oh, I'll deliver. And as far as AVNs, acting, blah, 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 I think you did some incredible legit work today. I know you had 2 scenes going down in your
In
acting
my class, yeah.
What were they
not
from?
her. The first scene was from The Truth About Cats and Dogs. Do you remember that movie from the 90s? It was like Janine Garofalo and Uma Thurman, yeah. I played the Uma Thurman character, and I had it with another girl in it. So we were doing that scene, and then I had a scene from Silver Linings Playbook where I played the Jennifer Lawrence character.
Oh, God.
And we're both bitching about that. Well, that Golden Globes thing happened when I was studying the scene to do it in class, and then I was just like, what a fucking bitch. And then I'm like, oh, I have to be her now. But not be her. It's the screenplay, so it's, I'm not supposed to be thinking about the actress that actually played it. And I'm not supposed to, but the whole time I'm studying it, I'm like, don't do it like Jennifer Lawrence. Don't do it like her. Because I just keep thinking about being like, you gotta put your phone down, live in the now. And I'm like, you just won a fucking award. Shut the fuck up. Be fucking grateful. Shut up.
It's from the foreign
Shut up.
press, bitch. The Golden Globes are from the foreign press, you know?
Be thankful that somebody's even talking to you. Don't.
Yeah, in broken English. Be thankful.
She's like lecturing this guy about his phone. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's just getting.
I liked her until that point, and then I was like, no.
White
cut.
trash with money. I mean, I want to be white trash with money, but I won't act like that, you know?
No, yeah, I'll be like, thank you for my award. Thank you, foreign press guy, for talking to me.
Yeah.
When I could be working at Taco Bell. Not put down your phone, live in the now. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah, yeah. You're
wanna
not
hear
a
it.
spiritual leader, J-Law.
Yeah. Shut up.
You know? Not Gandhi or Bob Geldof.
Yeah, like go write a self-help book or something. Like, shut up.
Go help yourself to some
Help
fries.
yourself. So that turned me off to her. I'm sad, but her ass is still wonderful in Silver Linings Playbook. I thought about that a lot as aspiration when I was doing the scene, and I got to get mad and yell at a guy, so that was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it felt really good. I was getting over being sick, and Sally called me and she's like,
I didn't call you.
Not call, text. I'm sorry.
That made me sound like a bad friend.
And she told me, she's like, you do always do better in scenes when you're sick. And I'm like, what? What is the logic to that? And then I did. So you're right. She's been acting a lot longer, so she knows these things. And she was right. I did.
I like to pass on gems of wisdom about like hangovers.
I appreciate it. So much stuff she's taught me that I've used in my life. Okay. You guys can donate. There's a button for donating to Drome. That's how we got these awesome mics. We had these ugly mics before that you could see the wires, and now you can't see our mics because of your donations, which is awesome. And we get to keep this awesome space going. Donate today, please. We can get new stuff. We can get all kinds of shit. What else can we get?
She's got a button that says art. LOL.
Oh yeah, my friend Colin Ray, he's a fetish photographer. He makes these buttons that say art, laugh out loud, because he hates art. And it's really funny. I have some to give our guests that he could take, because Colin wants me to spread it around. Colin Ray's probably not watching. He's on the East Coast, but and he wouldn't watch this anyways, but you know, I'm still shouting him out. I thought it'd be funny to have this button. Fuck art.
Just to get back at you for not watching, we're shouting you out.
Yeah, and you're missing it. Let's see, what else? We don't have any sponsors to plug this week or any promotions this week, but we have a cool one coming up. Stay tuned for that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, should we introduce our guest?
He's cute. Yes,
he's cute.
Tell me about him.
He's formerly Danny Wylde. That's how I knew him. But today we are introducing him as Christopher. And then he will come join us and tell us how to pronounce his last name. Because I forgot to ask him beforehand, and I cannot. Do you want to take a stab at this?
Zeischegg?
That sounds like something. I don't know.
Or Zeischegg?
So he was an adult performer at the time I met him, but now he's a successful published author. His first book was Come to My Brother, and he is going to do a reading from his latest book, The Wolves That Live in Skin and Space. And then we're going to talk to him a little bit about his bands, and some other stuff he's promoting when he joins us. But now we are going to hear a reading from The Wolves That Live in Skin and Space. There he is.
Yeah, look at this. I'm burning. I'm literally on fire, which is...
You're in hell for writing that smut.
So yeah, as they said, I have this book out called The Wolves That Live in Skin and Space. I'm going to read a chapter. I hope you enjoy it. No one's told you what it's about, so I guess you should just figure it out. This is chapter 58. My webcam is streaming directly to my hard drive, a room draped in shadows and dirty laundry. I'm not even sure that it's pointed at Joseph or the cock I'm pushing in and out of his throat. I grab him by the back of the head and make sure the grip is firm. Then I shove him face down on my mattress, smother his head with a pillow, and beat the back of it with my fist. I'm worried about a possible concussion, so I switch to his ass for the punching bag. Joseph makes all the right noises. When his mouth is no longer constricted by cloth and feathered down, he tells me to fuck him harder. My hips pick up the pace, to which he goes, and then faster. It's the opposite of stroking my ego, because I thought I was giving him a ride, maybe something he couldn't handle. Now I'm pretty sure I conform to something less than his expectations. Just another real-world top who can't keep up or fuck deep enough to make it hurt. I roll over without finishing. Joseph looks confused, which is amusing since he's still panting like he's getting fucked. The novelty dies in about 3 seconds. He gets in my face all worried-like and goes, "What's wrong?" Silence is all I can give him, because I'm embarrassed and it's my only way of flipping the dynamic. He'll either think I'm way too psychologically fucked up and start feeling sorry for me, or he'll get fed up enough to leave. Either way, I'm on his mind. Whatever reason he comes up with is probably more interesting than what's actually going on, so I'm still a fantasy and I guess in control. If you're not into boys, you can say so. I just hoped you were. I can tell he's fishing because of the look on his face and that he hasn't sunk his hook. Is it me, or maybe you're nervous? Although you're a professional, so I guess that's not likely. Silence. Can we at least play hot or cold? My fetal position is turning inwards, becoming more cramped. If I'm projecting correctly, my body's a canvas of ambiguous pain. I tried this once before, says Joseph. It was completely amateur. I guess this is amateur, so it wasn't lower quality or anything, just sleazier, because of my age and the guy who was shooting it and it being illegal and stuff. Not that it bothered me. I think I was just nervous because it was different than the way I imagined sex. Every time I took his cock the way it felt good, the guy would stop and open me up. He was like fucking me sideways so the camera could see, and he was always leaning back. It was just his cock going in and out of me. I couldn't feel the rest of him. The guy with the camera kept saying that I was doing great. Then they'd both give me instructions on how to do it differently. Eventually, I gave up. I allowed them to position me and throw me around. My cock stopped working and I didn't really feel anything else. Afterward, they both fucked me in the bathroom and I came, and they told me that I was a star, which was all lies, but it felt good at the time. I think it was important because, well, I've never told anyone this before. It's not like I trust you more than other people. I don't trust anyone. I just don't think you care. But it was my first time. When that guy fucked me on camera and when they both fucked me after, I think of it as one experience, my first time. I think the second part was necessary. If I'd just been fucked on camera, I'd probably hate sex. Maybe not hate it. I'd probably feel indifferent about it, like it's something that just happens. I guess I'm trying to say that I totally understand if this is weird for you because I'm not a girl, or I'm just different than you imagined. But if you don't tell me to leave, I'm probably going to spend the night. I don't respond in any way he can pick up on, so I guess he translates it to, I don't care. He probably believes I feel this way about everything. Joseph lays down and starts spooning me. I almost throw him off, but there's this involuntary reaction of something like warmth. My body can't reject him. Despite all the friction I've laid on other people, no one's ever held me like this. Not ever. It's the only explanation, because Joseph is otherwise obnoxious and way too candid for my taste. Still, I'm pulling him into me, wishing that our skin could melt into one piece. I don't even care when he gets hard and asks me, is it okay if I jerk off? Or when he comes on my ass or cleans up the spunk with one of my shirts he swipes from the floor. And I'm going to end there. And
So good. Oh
Come
my
have a
God.
seat.
all right, I walk over here.
Yeah, just
It's
come
so
on over.
good. Oh
Wow,
my
I know. Okay, that was, first of all, that was hot.
Yeah.
Okay, Sally and I were like
Here.
looking at each other like,
Yeah.
One of you want this? I gave you a book.
I have one, so
That's
yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
You'll
This
have to
book.
sign them for us,
Okay.
custom.
Yeah.
I'm
Deal.
so proud of you
I
because that was
know.
like a book. It was a real book.
It's a real book.
A lot of people in LA, you know, they're like, I'm a writer, and I'm like, yeah, but he's a real writer, okay?
Oh, this is
We have real writers on the show.
Oh, I can't wait to
yeah.
read this.
I know.
This is going to be the first book I've read in a long time. It's not about
I want to know
diet
what
or
happens
something.
next.
I don't
It's a
know.
love story.
I forget
We'll
what
find
happened.
out. You forgot. You're like, I just write
This-
it and then exit it from my
How
mind.
many books have you written? Like this is
That's number
It's your
2.
second full novel, right?
Full
He does have a
novel.
really great blog that I was the first stuff of yours that I read. I kept up with for a while. Do you want to tell us about your blog?
Yeah, I don't update it as frequently, or these days it's more just like
Yeah, I feel
what's
like there's
going
less
on. There's less like
stuff.
stories because I'm trying to publish that stuff elsewhere.
That's what happens when people get more famous. Like they just on their Twitters are like, I will be appearing and signing my book at, you know, because you're getting more famous. That's why.
Well,
But there's something that you're promoting on there right now, right?
yeah. So my blog is called truewestcoastfiction.blogspot.com. I still don't even have a website because fuck paying for stuff.
Yeah, they'll find it.
No one else pays for shit.
But
so
it's
why
true,
should
like
I?
TRVE,
It's spelled TRVE. I think if you,
westcoastfiction.com.
you could probably just like Google Danny Wylde blog and it
Yeah,
should
and
come up.
we'll tweet it after. So
Yeah.
actually
Am I
probably
looking
should've-
here?
I should have. Yeah. Oh no, you're looking there.
I'm looking
Yeah,
there.
you
I'm not on fire anymore.
No,
That's
I
disappointing.
know. It was so cool that you were on fire talking about fucking. That was
That
hot.
was cool.
I should have probably given them this link so they could put it up, but I didn't because I
okay.
suck.
It's really long.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, it's a very long link. I don't know if it would even fit
Hard
on
on
the-
yourself. You really
Too hard on myself. Man.
you rocked it in acting class. I knew you did.
No, shit. Okay, so yeah. How long has this book been out?
This book came out, I think, in July. if I'm
Okay,
not
yeah. I
mistaken.
feel like I've.
Yeah.
What's the
been out a
process?
while.
Because I know a million motherfuckers who are writing books, like you, the publisher, or how does it work, like in a nutshell? How, you got published and then it hits the.
Yeah, well, I had been writing that blog that you mentioned for
Yeah.
a really long time, and my first novel, I started posting chapters of it on the blog, and then someone from a press called Queer Young Cowboys contacted me, and that's how that got published, which came out several years ago. And then I kind of piggybacked on that to contact Rare Bird, who put this out, and they're here in Los Angeles.
It's such a pretty book. I love it. I love the
Yeah.
cover and
They did like
everything.
a really great design job on
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it. It's so. I mean, this
So
is
exciting.
so cool about holding a book. you know,
know,
in this
right?
day and age. God,
There is life after porn, man. It happens to some people.
God,
I'm
definitely.
still fucking in it though.
You are.
Just
You're still,
editing.
yeah, you're still on that side. And we're
Yeah.
gonna ask you all kinds of questions in a special segment.
It is
that
really
we've
hard
made
to
for this
get out of
week.
the sex industry.
It is, man. I'm still making custom. I mean, I'm still shooting custom videos that you can order by emailing me at queenpariskennedy@gmail.com.
Case in point.
Follow me on Twitter, guys. Cool. Well, we'll talk to you more about your other projects in a bit.
You don't want to hear about my porn? My porn
We
day
are
job?
going to definitely talk
Okay.
to you about your porn day job.
We probably know a little bit about your porn. We probably had some experience with it.
He does not perform anymore, but he still works on the behind the camera of the pornography world, where he was known as Danny Wylde. That's how I first met him.
Yep.
And his Twitter's still Danny Wylde, because I didn't find a Twitter under your real name, so I assumed
Yeah.
that was what you wanted me to link. Oh yeah, who was closest to saying your name right? Was I saying Chris?
You basically pronounced it correctly.
Zeischegg?
You got it.
It's
That's
Zeischegg.
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 Oh, the first time I said it.
You said it when you said it, I was like, I think that's it. That sounds like a real last name.
Zeischegg. Well, thanks for not being a cunt like Jennifer Lawrence and being, yelling at us for
What
saying
did
something
she
wrong.
do? I didn't watch the Golden
gotta
Globes.
check it
She
out
was
on
doing,
YouTube.
she won the Golden Globe. She won,
She
and then
won
she was
all of them?
She won she won the whole contest.
Okay.
The whole, and Powerball too. And then she was behind doing the interviews, and this foreign press guy was like, he had his questions on his phone, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
what you do with technology. And she didn't know what he was doing. She jumped the gun on this, and everybody thinks she's stupid for it, 'cause she is. But she was just basically like, she's doing the interview, she's like, no, you need to not look at your phone. You need to live in the now. To him.
English
like,
was his
all
second
high and
language.
mighty to
Yeah.
him. And he's like, oh, sorry, and she's like lecturing him, being all high and mighty.
Yeah,
And it was just
humiliating
really bitchy and shitty to do when you just fucking won an award. It was just really made me.
She's like a low-end humiliatrix.
I know, right? She's not even getting paid to do that. I mean, she's
Yeah.
getting paid enough. And then she's bitching about female, like, she's like the highest paid female actress in Hollywood, and she's bitching about pay. It's like, I will switch jobs with you happily and take half your money. It's like half.
Yeah. Her clothes look like she doesn't get paid enough, though,
So we're gonna go through a couple of our segments, and then we're gonna go to our special segment where we're gonna ask you more about your fascinating life and all your different exciting things that you do, and then see if we have time for another segment, and then
He's
then
got
we'll
a
just
lot more
see what
going
we're gonna
on
do.
than our usual guests.
He has so much going on that I want to get to it, but we have to do our dead guy of the week.
Yeah. 'cause
We
it's
have a
huge.
very special hot dead guy of the week. Those are all our previous hot dead guys of the week.
Oh,
that we've
cool.
honored guys who've died that we think are hot. We had Jesus for Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Was
River
Jesus
Phoenix.
hot though? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like in a hipster kind of way. I think
Jesus
Sally,
would
he wasn't really, Sally doesn't like the long haired types. We figured out. But I had some special people that, we each took turns picking them.
Got
So there
it.
were some that I didn't, weren't my type, but they weren't his.
Blanchard. And it's Del Mar, bottom right.
Yeah, such babes. Look at all those dead babes.
Yeah, Montgomery Cliff.
It hurt me to do this one, and I was like, maybe it's too soon, but I think it's just right to do.
Alan Rickman.
He's next week.
All right.
We already decided before he died. It's like, you guys need to slow down with dying, all you hot babes out there, so that we could keep up with you guys.
Yeah.
But since this is the groupie edition, it's only appropriate to do David Bowie. There he is.
Oh, what a great picture. Oh my gosh,
There
with the
he
hair.
is.
They're both great.
There he is, yeah.
Yep.
There he is. What can we say that Twitter has not already said? I don't know. It's like Twitter was on fire. Like, that was the most united I've ever seen Twitter over any issue at all. Like,
It was an
fuck
incredible
social
feeling.
issues, fuck, natural disasters.
David Bowie's
David
life
Bowie
matters.
brought internet together.
He
All the
did.
colors were all together, loving and missing David Bowie. Just, they didn't care about, police brutality or, those rednecks up in Oregon or, tornadoes, earthquakes.
Were the rednecks up in Oregon David Bowie fans?
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
even said we take a break from,
Really?
Really?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
I saw something really
Look at
wonderful on
Fire.
Twitter to go away for this. Somebody paid $1,200 to buy this drum of lube. It was like a giant drum, like industrial sized thing, and they showed the receipt that they bought it and they had it sent to Oregon.
Yeah, a
Which
lot
is
of
a giant drum of lube. Dildos are big
yeah,
sitting there.
that's what I heard. That's what I
It's
heard.
wonderful.
No, it's
I love
funny.
it. I called my mom. I'm like, "Are you guys okay?" She lives in Oregon, and I'm like, "Is it freaky up there?" And she's like, "You don't need to worry about us. We're liberal up here. You need to worry about California." And I'm like, "Okay, Mom, thanks, bye." I'm like, "All right, I was just saying if you're okay. Sorry, I didn't want to lecture about California." I'm like,
Just
"What's going on in
checking.
California? I don't know."
Oregon shaming.
Organ shaming, I know, right? So David Bowie was very special to me when I discovered him when I was an angry teenager. I listened to so many songs. I had this, I used to steal CDs from my sister was 10 years older than me, so I got to be exposed to really
that's
dope
cool.
music and fashion and stuff because I'd watch her
That
get ready.
helps.
I watched her go through all these phases in like the late 80s and the early 90s, and she'd put on goth makeup or metal makeup, and I'd watch her get ready and be like, wow, I want to be like her. But I would steal her CDs, and I stole all her David Bowie CDs, and I would listen to them before bed every night, and it made my life better and stuff. And it's so cool because it's like he's been around for so long that he's affected so many generations. So it's like her experience with David Bowie is different from mine, and my sister's is different from mine, and yours is different, I'm sure, too. Were you a David Bowie fan? You don't have to be.
I was not.
That's okay.
That's fine, yeah.
But it's not like I didn't
admit
like
it.
him.
Right.
I just wasn't.
You were like, I
Never
hate
really
you.
got into
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
That happens too, yeah.
You're like me with Van Halen.
We've had Hot Dead guys where our guest was 19 years old and never heard of him.
Yeah.
Like, who's River Phoenix? And we're like, you're too young to be on the show.
But it's cool that they come and learn about,
They come and they learn, and then we hear about them just losing their virginity all of a sudden. We've had way too many guys on this show who just recently lost their virginity. I'm like, we need to find older guests.
So it's
I just
refreshing to
lost my
have.
virginity
Oh really?
yeah,
recently.
that's hot.
Oh yeah. It sounds like you have a lot of sex experience coming at us in this book.
Just
You
That's
just
all.
lost
That's
your
all the stuff he
virginity.
fascinates. He
Just
imagines.
You're
happens
right
in bed.
on with a lot of that.
yeah.
Do you have anything that you want to add to David Bowie?
David Bowie. Well, first of all, I have to ask Chris because he's also a musician, and we'll get to that
Yes.
too. I've seen his band. They're great.
You did see
and,
him together.
Yep. And that was a fun night. We were at Palladino's and we were getting loaded. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, man. At Palladino's, that is what you do.
You do that.
But how do you feel as a not
Rock in the
so
Valley.
much, the West Valley, not so much a Bowie fan? How do you feel about all these freaking remakes of his songs that we have to listen? I love Bowie, but I don't need The Cure to
Who's
do their take
remaking?
on him. Everyone has a remake of a Bowie song.
Make them
They've
stop.
been doing it for like years, and now they're
Oh, I
on the
thought
radio.
like they were just
no,
doing it.
No, they didn't just cut it.
I did
thank
hear
God.
that they were playing Fame on the way here, David Bowie's Fame.
As long as
in the
it's by
car.
him,
Yeah,
that's
it was
cool.
by him.
Because these, what do you think of these remakes? Like, or have you been hearing them? You want to kill yourself?
I don't know because I wasn't really a big fan. I couldn't tell you the name of a David Bowie song. Like I know when I hear it, that's David Bowie. But
And you don't listen to the mainstream radio, so you probably
I
don't
listen
hear
to
what they're playing.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah. Do you still listen to that metal? That.
I listen to some metal. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, so I just.
I
do
mean,
that.
it's all.
You know what I
pretty-
mean?
Yeah.
So for you, Lemmy was a big deal, but
No.
he just okay.
What about Alan Rickman?
I like Alan Rickman.
I know.
Alan Rickman. All right.
No, he's next week.
Next
He's
week, Alan
by the way.
Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
We
He's
should
sexy.
do what? We should do some kind of theme to go with Alan Rickman. It could be like
British.
British edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a British edition.
Okay. All right. I just be myself.
You just be yourself, and I'll figure something out.
Bowie is really. Oh no. Well, you'll be amazing as a Brit. Bowie. My little quick story about Bowie is that I won a radio contest when I was 14 years old. You know, you picked up your landline, and if you were caller number 14, you won concert tickets. Well, I won all this Bowie paraphernalia and a chance to go see Bowie in France. And then they said, you take one person with you. And my parents were like fighting over who to go. Not that they wanted to, but just who would take better care of me. And I was like, please don't let me win. Please don't let me win. You know, they're such assholes. They're scaring me. And I didn't win. It was cool though. We all had to drive
did
down.
get to see Bowie in concert, which I'm really grateful for. When I was 14, I saw him when he did the tour, when he did that album with Trent Reznor with Nine Inch Nails, and they worked together on that I'm Afraid of Americans thing. I saw, my friend had a ticket, and we went. I was 14. I got to see David Bowie, so at least I got to see him. That's cool. And I saw Lemmy like 2 years ago, so I saw Motorhead with Ryan, who we met at Palladino's, who we saw at that show. It all comes back to his band.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that guy, the long
We
black
went to
hair
go
and
see
everything?
Motorhead, yeah.
And I saw Bowie when I was 14 too, girl. The Serious
What?
Moonlight Tour in like 1984. We were getting into Bowie around the same time. That's how amazing this
know.
guy is. And so sexy. I mean, watch The Hunger sometime.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
wow, yeah.
Ooh,
Have you
that's a
seen
hot
that?
Yeah, that movie's great.
That's a sexy
Okay.
So yeah, I like the filmic representation.
You
of
like
David
his
Bowie.
acting.
Yeah. What about Labyrinth?
Labyrinth is wonderful.
That's a classic. If someone doesn't like Labyrinth, I'm like, come on, you like that shit. Everyone watched that as a kid, I think.
I didn't
Or as an
see it.
adult, I don't know.
Let's watch it. No.
Okay, well, I didn't listen to David Bowie or
We're
Motorhead.
good. She's done it all.
Do you really
it
listen to
came out.
Motorhead though? I've never heard anyone listen to Motorhead.
I saw, I knew who Motorhead was, and I especially know who they were because, of wrestling. They do Triple H's theme song.
Okay.
No, but I had seen him before at the Revolver Metal Awards, which I think I was there with Wolf Hudson. And then the guy that I was seeing at the time, this 21-year-old metal little Hesher guy, he was really into Motorhead. He got the tickets. He took me to go see Motorhead. So it's probably something I would not have seen on my own, even though I know who they were. And I was like, okay, I respect them, but I'm not like a fan of theirs. But he took me and went with him. And it was fun. I wasn't like a Motorhead hardcore fan, I was definitely more of a David Bowie fan a million times over.
No, if he were just a little cuter, he would have been a hot dead guy, and that would have been cool,
Yeah,
but just a little cuter.
It's not that cute though.
Can't do that. We can't. We have to stay true to the theme of the show, which is hot guys.
I know.
Hot guy guests and
It
hot
can't
dead
just be
guys.
dead guy.
There's
the
a lot
dead
of
guy.
my
Not just
guy
dead guy
friends,
of
yeah,
the
not just
A lot
dead.
of
Well, we'd have a lot
men
more.
die just every day.
No, we only want the hot ones. We only care about the hot
Okay,
guys.
that's-
The ones that
that's
are
fair.
too beautiful to
Guys,
die.
Yeah, they have to be hot. The
Too
least
beautiful
hot
to
one
die.
we had was James Gandolfini.
Gandolfini.
He was kind of fat,
Well, because he was my pick. Because I want to bang
Fucking
him.
chubby chasing.
I want to bang him. I like it when he beats up
Kennedy's a chubby.
Patricia Arquette in True Romance. That scene turned me on when I was a kid, and it
Yeah.
It really did.
did. I think about it all the fucking time. Man.
How he's talking and then she stabs him in the foot.
Yeah, he fucking beats her up. And he's like, turn around. Okay.
The show's fucked up.
Yeah, no, I have a
guys-
thing for James Gandolfini, right?
All right,
He's
that's fair.
he has a dominant way about him. Even on The Sopranos, he was like, lots of chicks wanted to fuck him when he was doing The Sopranos.
Yeah,
So
they
there's just
did.
something about him. Sometimes a guy is sexy because there's something about him. But I do agree that he was the least conventionally hot guy that we've had.
You little bear hag,
far.
you.
Hey, sometimes I would actually rather have a guy be a little too big than too skinny. Which you would never know from guys I've dated.
I was
Sally's
gonna
like,
say.
In fantasy.
You're like,
well, we're
no.
talking about
I'm a
fantasy.
bone collector these
Oh,
days.
okay.
I'm a fucking bone collector.
Yeah,
Speaking of
bone
bears,
collector.
another guy not quite hot enough to be a hot dead guy just died, Grizzly Adams. You see that? Dan Haggerty, he was Grizzly Adams. You guys are way too young. He died, I think, this morning.
Wait, Adam's Family?
No, he played Grizzly Adams, who was like a trapper, like a wildlife man with a big heart. He
I've
was also
heard
a
of
big
that.
man, a bear,
I've
very
heard
much
of
a
it.
bear.
I don't know. I don't know what
He's not going to be hot dead guy. He's not quite cute enough.
No. But David Bowie definitely makes it into that category at any age. And so we want to say, we hope you're still hot wherever you are.
Well, he was 69, and I'd still do 69 with his hotness.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's coming into us. We're coming him.
That is cool.
I like it.
He's strobing. We're strobing David Bowie.
He's vibrating into our
sister.
souls.
I could be his little sister, I think.
All right.
Let's do one more quick segment before we get to Ask a Rockstar. This one's called Blowoff Lines, and we haven't done it in a while. It's one of Sally's favorites, and it's very inclusive to our guests. So you get to be part of this.
Oh, wonderful.
So the way that it works is she's going to tell you, describe a type of guy, some kind of douchey guy, and then you're going to, she wants to practice a blow-off lines, like something she would use in a bar or something to tell this guy to fuck off.
So I have to pretend to be the guy?
So we'll be like, hey, be a hipster guy. Say something a hipster guy would say. We did this once. And the guy was like, hey, do you like Mumford & Sons or something? And then so that she can execute her line. So what kind of guy should he be? What guy's bothering you this week?
Yeah,
I can tell. I can go. I got some guys creeping this week that I can.
How about you're like some gym rat dude who's like in love with himself, you know, just like you like
gym rat muscle type guy.
Yeah.
Like what kind of thing would you imagine he would say? Like you could say like, hey baby, you want, drink my protein shake.
That's good. These lines have been said to her at the gym this week. Is what's up here.
Bruh, you want to get behind me with my selfie? And I would just like flex real hard, and I would put you like in the corner.
Nobody puts a woman who's never had a baby in a corner.
I don't get it.
It's a Dirty Dancing reference.
You ever heard of No one puts baby in the corner?
Patrick Swayze, another future hot dead guy who's
hot enough.
Is he dead yet?
Honey, he's been dead for about
pancreatic
3 years.
Cancer,
His widow got remarried. He's so dead.
I was gonna say
that was a really good line.
Die, Patrick Swayze. He's already dead. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze is dead.
We gotta do him.
He was cute.
Obvious. Yeah, he was a babe.
Especially in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, Roadhouse, man.
I remember when he died.
Was a really
he was
good...
not looking good though towards the end.
Well, he was hardcore alcoholic for a while too. Props for that. You know.
Props for that.
So she's the comic, so she always has the really good responses. But I'll have to think of something on the fly. How about you be an ex that did something really shitty, and now you're coming back now you're crawling back to make it seem like you're gonna apologize, but you're just gonna end up asking for sex like 10 seconds after you apologize.
Layers.
Not that this is at all realistic or has happened at all. Okay, maybe that's too elaborate. Just annoying ex. Annoying ex.
Remember that first Valentine's Day we were together and I gave you chocolates and you sucked my dick? We should do that again, like right now. I don't have any chocolates. Please, babe, I love you.
Why don't you get the fuck out of here, you fucking potato head?
Nice. Any resemblance to real characters is not, that thing. Disclaimer.
If you happen to look like a potato head and you're watching this show, this is not about you.
Don't take it personally.
It's about you, probably. Who looks like a potato head?
Oh, I don't know.
Some guy called Mr. Potato Head. That would be who. Thank you for dealing with us.
There's some inside joke thing going on right here, but it's okay because it's our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
You get a chance to be mean to me. Let me give you. I'm gonna have to reach really deeply and pull out a creepy old cougar line to throw at you. Okay, so I'm some drunk cougar at a bar and I'm checking you out.
Oh, reverse. Okay, this is exciting.
I can't do that.
You know what? If you don't want to be mean to me, I understand.
I told someone I had AIDS once, and as my blow-off line. So that's always a good
Not
go-to.
even HIV, like full-blown AIDS.
I was like, I have full-blown AIDS. Sorry, but then he wanted to fuck me. He wanted to fuck me anyways because he was playing the role of desperate comic.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to get. It's hard as a guy fucking the puss to get HIV. So it takes a lot of
guys
a lot
apparently
of
are
bleeding.
down.
Yeah.
They're down to fuck AIDS Paris.
They're down to fuck people my age who went through the heyday. You know, they're like, she's still alive. You know, it's all good.
Hey guys, don't forget to tweet in. You could tweet how much you hate us. You can tweet us shit. You could tweet us questions. You could tweet us love, whatever. At Paris Kennedy, at Sally Mullins 1, at Danny Wylde. Find us, tweet at us. So far, we just got Piper, who says, Labyrinth is my #1 favorite movie ever. Jareth always scared me.
You're totally fucking lying, Piper. That's not your favorite movie.
She's not a liar. Yeah, she's
That's her favorite
bizarre.
movie?
She's not
She
a
also
liar.
says, y'all look great.
Oh, thank you.
See, she's not a liar.
I think you're a liar. Well, yeah, I think you're a
The
liar.
opinions of our guests are not the opinions of DromeBoxLabs.
Thank you,
You guys,
Piper.
a lot of people said they were going to watch tonight, and we only got one person tweeting in. That sucks. Tweet to us.
Yeah,
and we're going to check one
hello.
more time, and if no one else tweets, I'm going to break the camera. I'm going to start smashing shit.
Gonna have a meltdown, man.
I'm about to have a
We're both gonna
meltdown,
have
guys. It's been a very emotional week.
I'm sober for 4 days. Tweet.
Tweet in.
Only because I'm on
Help
antibiotics.
her. Help her. Okay, well, then let's get to Ask a Rockstar.
Oh yeah, cool.
Oh, I'm on fire again? No, I'm not there. Something's on fire.
He's very modest. He says he's not a rock star. I think somebody who was a top male performer, is in a band that has a following of any kind, and then has published 2 books, is a rock star, in my opinion, of
rock
life.
star.
So it's close enough. And we wanted to do the groupie. Just let us dress up like groupies and let's just
Fuck yeah.
pretend,
All right.
man.
Fair enough.
All right. So we did this with Marty, where we asked questions. Should we sit around him?
Yeah, if we could sit
come-
around him, that'd be
come-
fun. If we can be
so
like,
do I
kinda
get on the
hippie-ish.
couch?
Yeah, maybe you.
Because like the cameras are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Let me just get
probably
in
just
here.
come
better.
around. So we did this with Marty. It was,
Yeah.
Sit up, like all hanging out.
It was
you know?
Ask Uncle Marty. So we'll do this
Who's
like
Uncle
that.
Marty?
He was our older of the mature edition.
76-year-old Jewish
So,
man.
oh yeah. So we'll be like, okay, we're just all
I'm
sitting
not-
around you.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So this is Ask a Rockstar.
This looks cute.
Sally, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go
Bon
first?
Jovi.
We got John Bon Jovi here. If we're gonna ask him questions.
Hey, we're hotter than his wife.
Dear Rockstar, do you have any psycho groupie stories? Like, what's the craziest thing a fan has done?
Oh God.
Is that too hard? I could ask. I have more.
No, I mean like I've had to.
Do you have
move.
AIDS?
I've had to move. I don't have AIDS
Okay.
or HIV. I don't.
I asked for the Rockstar thing, not the adult industry thing, because
Oh.
I feel like rock stars are filthier in
I've gotten
general.
I've gotten like
especially
every,
John Bon Jovi.
every other STI I think that's curable.
From being a rock star or being in the adult industry, or just life.
Who knows?
Who knows?
can
You don't
say?
really know.
Who can say?
All right, but you had to move.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
had to
good.
move
That's a big deal.
because someone was stalking me or was about to stalk me. Had said they were going to stalk me, but didn't believe.
I feel like I
like a
remember that.
stalker doesn't believe they're stalking you. They just think like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to surprise you with my presence, and you're going to
Yeah.
be really excited about it.
I
Yeah,
was
like
just
I'm
in the
moving on your
neighborhood.
block,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be best friends.
But that
or
happened.
lovers. Okay, that's scary. Sally, you want to go?
Okay, as far as being a musician, do you think that you can do hard drugs and be a working musician in this town?
I don't do any drugs.
Oh no, I don't think you do. But I was just wondering your observation.
Not
of the
anymore. I think like no one puts up with that shit anymore. No one gives a fuck about musicians anymore. You know what I mean? Like no one cares about music. So if you're like fucking doing smack on a regular basis, do people call it smack anymore? No. See, I don't even
Crack?
crack.
That's a thing.
If you fucking are like
Heroin
blowing crack smoke up your ass.
Sally, you know about smack. They call it
Heroin.
smack still?
Heroin, yeah. They still call it smack. Yeah.
No, they don't.
H. In my world.
What do they call
My
it?
age.
You got some.
They call it
you know
H
some
now,
heroin.
right? H, yeah.
H?
You dated some guys in
Well,
mainline,
like
Sally.
who can afford that these days if you're a musician, right? I mean
Yeah.
that's my point. So knock
Well, you
it
gotta
off.
sell people's cell phones. Is what you gotta do.
Yeah,
You gotta steal cell phones and sell them.
yeah,
By the
exactly.
H. Let's see. I had some in my head and I forgot. shit.
I'm looking at us on this monitor. Why aren't we on fire?
We want to be on fire, goddammit.
All right.
What's that? Go ahead, Paris.
Okay. I just blinked.
Just
It's like I don't care about music or something.
Well, he said no one cares about
no
music.
one cares about music.
He said, but isn't it still like people totally want to date a rock star? Like, what about your groupies? Not stalkers, just groupies after shows. Do you get that?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, minimally, but I don't even know if they're groupies. They're just people like who are into it or whatever.
Fans.
Fans, yeah. There's some fans.
But did they want to take it to a sexual level?
I don't know. Probably some.
He's the best because he's like hard to get, you know?
Yeah.
There's like brooding musician. That's totally hot.
He's like, I will be in my apartment making music
and writing.
while my bandmates fuck the chicks.
That's true though. My bandmate fucks a lot of girls.
I know your
A lot
bandmate,
more.
and
Yeah.
he does fuck a lot of chicks.
Have you had sex with my bandmate? I'm pretty sure.
I have had sex with your bandmate.
Oh, you guys haven't had sex?
We've had sex.
On camera, yeah.
We've had sex on camera.
Well, I spanked you on
bandmate,
camera.
I've had sex with the bandmate,
The
off
bandmate.
and on camera, but off,
Let's make fun of my
off
bandmate.
a long time ago. Well, his bandmate is, a kind of a socialite type, and he, yeah,
High caliber.
Hi, Chad.
hey,
Chad just had a roast of himself at his birthday
I
party.
saw
It's
it. I
okay.
wanted to come
It's
to his
amazing.
birthday party and roast him, but I think we had to do our show. It was like last Saturday, right?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
We had Kitten 2Cougar, and I'm so committed to Kitten 2Cougar, I didn't go. But Chad's cool. Chad's hilarious.
He's a good actor.
He would be happy to be talked about like this.
He has sex with a lot of
He's a good
the
sport.
ladies.
He is a ladies' man.
He's a slut.
Of Los Angeles.
He's a
He's a
fucking
man slut.
slut.
Like probably the biggest slut I've ever met. But it's
Yeah.
like he's still somehow. But then he's like Chad, so you like can't dislike him. He's Chad. It's like it's Chad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's Chad.
Yeah.
He's funny and really
Have
cute.
you had sex
He
with
throws these
Chad?
No,
parties.
he
and
wouldn't
events.
fuck me.
Why? You don't,
I
yeah, he
couldn't
would.
get, even Chad wouldn't fuck me. The
That's
biggest
not true. Have you
man
tried?
slut.
Have you tried to fuck
I
Chad?
think you've
I kind of tried. You know what? Nah, I played his mom in.
Chad, if you're watching, which I know you're
everything.
not,
Fuck Sally.
fuck his
Come on.
mom.
Why not?
Yeah,
You could
come
fuck
on,
Sally.
Chad. You gotta have one
She's
night
down.
where some chick your age, is playing hard to get. Call a cougar. We actually did a really funny skit where it's like a cougar date and he's acting like some
Oh, yeah, he was
scrub
in that with
cub.
you.
Yeah, we've worked together
Really?
legit
Yeah.
and
Did you
non-legit.
spank him?
No, I haven't spanked him, but
That's
I
how
did
we met.
spank. I know, he played my son in a spanking
Sally, have you
video.
ever spanked the rockstar?
I have spanked his bare bottom with both hand and hairbrush, and he was really cute and fun to work with. Yeah, I called up his agent and I said, send someone who looks like my son, and they sent Danny Wylde, and Danny was like, cool. I mean,
Yeah. This was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Too. I don't.
Danny,
I
when
was
Chris was
new.
Danny
9
Wylde, he
years.
fucked a bunch of chicks. Like probably all the chicks that were in porn during the time that you were in porn. I think you probably fucked all of them.
Yeah.
You were on all the sites and you worked for all the companies. You
What
were.
was sort of
Everybody
your-
worked with Danny Wylde.
like your niche, you were like playing like
Drone
stepson
recognizes
or-
Danny from porn.
Oh, that's cool.
Because guys what do you get recognized from the most? Porn.
Yeah.
Porn. But nothing else.
All the
I'm
guys
not-
know him first and they're like, oh, I've also seen that girl. But they recognize him.
When guys recognize you for porn in public, are they cool about it? They like, hey, bro, I saw you fuck that chick. Way to go,
Yeah. When I used to live in Koreatown and go to the 24-hour fitness there was a lot of that, like, come on, bro, you gotta get me in the industry. Oh, God.
We get that too. It must be even more annoying as a guy.
"Oh,
I tell them, I'm always like, don't.
you just, what is it like? What is the real answer to that question? That when guys are like, how do I get in the industry? Like,
I know.
I say, get an agent, and then you let them go find an agent, and let the agent break the news to them that they're not going to be in porn.
the thing is, you shouldn't be in porn anyway these days.
I tell them not to. I said, don't go into porn. Join my site.
Here, as a guy, basically, if you want to get into porn now, you basically just need to be a drug dealer.
Yes.
Because you're not going to make any money.
Now is the wrong time to get into
And
porn.
everyone's going to make fun of you, and you're going to suck. And
Get
you
in a time
fucking
machine.
suck at sex, because every girl is going to hate you, and you're not going to get a boner, and it's just going to be horrible. And you're going to sell, like, You're either gonna sell weed if you're in straight porn, or you're gonna sell fucking steroids if you're in gay porn, and that's what's gonna happen.
So you gotta do that on the
So
side.
stop fucking asking me.
Don't ask him. Don't ask me either. This is the wrong time to get into porn. I'm always going to tell you not to do it. If it was like 10 years ago or in the 90s or 80s or some other time, I'd be like, okay, cool. But now I would be like, don't. Like, work somewhere else.
Actually, try it out.
Or do it so we can laugh at you.
What is it? What's a good gay porn site?
I know. Go into gay porn.
My advice,
is there money in gay porn
anyone
anymore?
wanting to be a fetish model,
Or has it gotten as bad?
wait till people
It's
are
probably
making
just as
money
bad,
again.
but I think it's like, you know, like you're a girl, you can do at least one scene. Like someone's gonna hire you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same in gay porn. Like
Yeah.
someone's gonna fuck you in the ass.
We used to make money, and like now we don't make money.
Fuck you in the ass.
Because you guys are all stealing our shit.
We got, what was that?
5 minutes.
We got
5
5
minutes.
minutes.
You're not
so we're
supposed to break the wall, man.
Yeah,
You're supposed to pretend like you didn't see that. Just kidding.
Shit, sorry.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, we broke the wall.
All right.
I tell, like, some girls want to know, like, can they get into escorting? Or I'm like, well, wait till the economy comes back around, you know, a few more years. People will still fuck you, you know?
Yeah, because you
Don't be in
can't.
a rush.
You can't steal escorts, but you could steal porn. I mean,
You
you
can't
can
steal them. You
can
can
steal
I
them.
could
Yeah.
I could
You can
kidnap
kidnap
you.
Yeah. And then that's that. But it's harder to do. There's jail time. You
go
guys
to-
don't go to jail for stealing our porn.
You could go to Dubai. I hear that's doing
Dubai is a
well.
great place if you want to make money with your body. I got an email that I'm pretty positive it was a fake email because they asked for my bank statement in the initial email. Like, hey, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you like $800,000. Give us your bank statement so we can immediately deposit it. And I was just like, ha ha ha. And it was like, yeah, it was like someone in Dubai. And I'm like, this is who, I want to know who falls for this, and then they deserve it, I guess, because that's stupid.
Yeah, I know.
If you're in Dubai watching this and
Call us,
want to give me
tweet in.
$800,000, I'm totally down. You can totally fuck me in the ass. too,
Yeah,
if you want.
he is down for that. He's down.
An ass fuck goes for that money.
That's
That's
a good-
cool, man. That's a good rate.
price.
It is.
Yeah.
You should, oh my God.
I'll do it
you
cheaper.
should do a tour, a celebrity tour, and you should.
I'll do it for $8,000.
Yeah, you think people buy books?
You need to put that shit on Kindle.
It's on
it's
Kindle.
on
Oh, it is?
right?
Okay, it's
you can
available
buy it
on
anywhere.
Kindle.
Like it's on all the ebook
It's
shit.
on all the shit.
It's like at every bookstore.
Buy his
You can at least
books.
order it.
Well, it's
yeah.
got to be making money, I would think. It's very good, and it's
yeah.
written by someone who is an adult and currently a working musician. I think this
All
is
right,
the shit.
guys, we have to
Thanks.
wrap this up because we just got so excited talking about ass fucking and porn and all that shit. So once again, you can follow Chris on Twitter, Danny Wylde. It's right there on the screen. Tell us what you want to plug really quick.
Plug.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was gonna talk about this. There's a new. Never mind. We did a short film. It's called Danny Wylde. It's directed by Matthew Condart and produced by my good friend and artist Luca Fisher. And
I want to see that.
it's about how porn fucking sucks, and there's like real violence. Like he cuts my body with a scalpel
Oh,
and then
shit.
makes an art.
Where can
print
we
out of
find
it.
that? I want to see that.
Oh, it's on my blog and it's
Okay.
on Vimeo. But the video is just called Danny Wylde.
So
And
Google Danny Wylde on Vimeo or go to his
Yeah.
blog, which is truewestcoastfiction.blogspot.com.
correct.
Awesome. Check out his band Children. They have a Facebook. It's Children with 2 eyes. Check out his book, The Wolves That Live in Skin and Space. And follow me on Twitter at Paris Kennedy. Tweet in. Check me out. I'm super active. Sally, what do you got going on?
If you're at the AVNs, buy me a drink next weekend.
Yeah,
I'm
buy
gonna
her a
be here.
fucking drink, man.
Fucking drink. I'll be drinking by then. The antibiotics almost done.
She'll be drinking by then. She'll be alcohol ready.
Yeah, and,
For you.
and ready in a lot of ways because the medicine will have worked.
How much is it? 800? Is it less than 800,000?
Way less. It's
Way
a
less.
mature vintage,
Make an offer.
Yeah, make
All
an
right.
offer. Buy her a drink.
So buy her shit,
Start with a
contact us
drink.
all, buy her a drink, and we will see you next week on Drome Late Night Presents Kitten to Cougar. Good night, guys.
Such a smart guest.
So are we piecing? Is that what you do?
I'm going to read my
Piss off.
wonderful
I'm just
book
waiting for-
about